Today's tutorial is how to fix your fuck-ups. One day I happened to fall into this wall and make this little mess, so I have to fix it now. These are the items you're going to need to do this project today. Any normal drill with a Phillips bit, a doctor saw, 1 1/4" drywall screws, 4-inch and a 10-inch mud knife, a roll of drywall tape, whether it's mesh or paper, a mud pan, a wet/damp sponge, any piece of scrap drywall that you can find in any one of your neighbor's garages, and make sure it's a 1/2 inch and not 5/8. Any 2 boards, but you could use almost any 2 boards, but I don't know if you can see that there's a cup in this. It's got a little bow. We're going to put them in to where the belly faces a certain way so it doesn't screw with our process. All I want is just outside and just above. I don't care where this is at. All I want is a square. So it's easy to do with just a level. We're going to go under here, right at this, and we're going to take him out. A lot of people call this a multi-tool. It's a doctor saw, hence why I call it that. So there might be a stud right here, and there is. And we're going to clean this up a little bit. I know that was all messed up with the cut, but I don't care because it doesn't matter. And we want that bellied out this way. We need him to go up in here pretty happily. Scoot him over so you can get screws in it. I'm putting a screw here because it probably doesn't have one for it probably doesn't have a screw right away right here. And when I put this piece of drywall on, it shows me where the middle stud is. 12 1/4, 11 5. This is bad tape for this. Finish screwing it off. We're going to want to clean this mess. Shop vac running with the dock saw just so it catches a lot of that and it don't spread out so much. But my chief engineer, editor-in-chief didn't like the sound. I specifically only get this unless if I get bag mud. And if I get bag muds, I don't like to get bag mud, but I get bag mud because we are in a hurry or something. Want it to dry quicker. But I don't care how fast it dries. And I specifically get the green top mud only because I don't need a lot of mud hanging around when I don't use it. I am fine with just using this. I don't add any water to it anymore. I used to, and some people even add other things to it for different reasons, but I don't do any additives anymore. It doesn't need any. I've ran this for years, and it doesn't bother me to run this mud. It is heavy to pick up. That's the only downside of it, is that it's real heavy. one coat over everything for right now. And we're gonna let it dry. And that's all I'm doing for the first coat. That's just a sign of stuff in the mud, but don't worry, it'll come out. That's all I'm doing right there for a second coat. That's all a second coat is. On this coat, I'm pulling a little hard right here. On the other coats, I wasn't pulling them. And that's called pulling tight. Don't worry, spillage happens. I just have a little wet sponge. I'm going around the outsides. There's a bugger right here. Just get rid of him. Just wet sponge that edge is all. You can do a little bit in here, but you don't really need to. This is beautiful. And I know what you're thinking. Why doesn't he have a drop cloth down? But I don't really need one for this little ass job, and everything I'm doing can be cleaned up with this sponge. The first coat on it here, this is